Here's an updated video on the 400 Super America steering, and all the steering has been disassembled and is in the process of being cleaned and inspected. The steering also consists of an idler arm and its bracket, and this is the idler arm bracket, and as you can tell, it's shiny in color, and that's due to an incorrect nickel finish that was applied over the years. And so this will go to the plating shop, and where they'll strip all the nickel off, and then the part will be returned to us, and we'll properly prepare it for its semi-flat black paint. This has also been nickel plated with just an end cap that retains the bearing and idler arm shaft. Also, these adjusting sleeves are nickel plated, and so we're going to go ahead and send these to the plating shop along with the idler arm bracket to have stripped and then returned to us for paint. There are 6 tie rod ends, and they appear to be in very nice condition. The rubber boots are all intact, but they're somewhat hard, and so if I can find some good replacements, we'll go ahead and change these boots. But so far, the actual joint itself feels nice and tight. And the threads, a little bit of surface rust, but they're in very nice condition. The idler arm bearings are just dirty, and so we'll clean these up and put some fresh grease in there. So I think they'll be fine. The actual idler arm has been over restored, and someone had ground or polished off all the original casting marks. I'm going to go ahead and send this to the plating shop as well. There still might be some nickel plate on here, so I want to get it down to its original surface. And I'm going to try to bring some of this grain back that should be present on this idler arm to make it look more correct. The correct finish for these parts is a lecherless nickel, and unfortunately not only has the grain been polished off, but there should be a casting line here and on the opposite side. So that has been polished off, and I'm not aware of any way to put that line back on. Just for an example, this is the idler arm and bracket for the 250 GT. And so this is what a correct idler arm bracket should look like. And this is the casting line I mentioned that was polished off on the 400 Super America. And as I mentioned, this is the casting that should be present. And so we're going to try to bring that back on the 400 Super America arm, maybe by sandblasting or maybe even a more aggressive process. And then this is what the lecherless nickel looks like as well. It's just kind of a dull nickel as opposed to something that's very shiny. But overall, the steering looks to be in very nice condition.